You know that feeling after a storm passes, when everything goes quiet and you look around and you start to see clearly who was actually standing there the whole time. That's exactly what happened after everything unfolded with Shen Yue this week. And what people found was not what they expected. Hi, welcome to Asian Star Spotlight. If you love C-drama news and updates about your favorite Asian stars like Shen Yue, make sure you subscribe because I post the latest updates right here on this channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. And if you're already part of the community, thank you and I appreciate you for being here. And if you've been here since the last video, thank you for coming back. I promised I'd keep you updated. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Because since that video dropped, a lot has happened. And most of it? It's actually beautiful. Let's get into it. So if you watched the last video, you already know what Shen Yue went through. The joke that became a controversy. The public apology she didn't have to give but gave anyway. The storm that came for her from every direction. But here's what many people didn't notice in the middle of all that noise. The moment the storm hit, people started showing up for her. Not in a loud, aggressive way, but quietly. One by one they supported her, with the kind of sincerity that you simply cannot fake. And that's where this story gets interesting. The first person to step forward was someone who worked with Shen Yue on her upcoming project, Be With Me, a woman playing a mother figure in the drama. And when everything started happening online, she didn't post a statement nor did she write a long caption. She simply hugged Shen Yue. Sometimes the most powerful response to noise is a quiet embrace from someone who knows exactly who you are. And it's easy to overlook this. But that moment said everything the internet was arguing about. The people who work closest to her, who see her every single day on set, they know, and they showed up. But here's where things quietly shifted even further. A host who once live-streamed with Shen Yue came forward with something that stopped a lot of people mid-scroll. She talked about how Shen Yue arrived early, before anyone else, just to go over the script. How she paid attention to every single staff member's emotions. How she looked people in the eyes when they spoke to her. How she handed things over with both hands as a sign of respect. She said, and this part stayed with me, you are simply Shen Yue. And that alone is dazzling enough. Think about that for a moment. This wasn't a fan speaking. This wasn't someone who needed to say anything at all. This was someone from the industry. Someone who had nothing to gain. Choosing to stand up and say quietly, but clearly, this is who she really is. And some fans feel that's the most powerful kind of support. Not the loudest or the most dramatic. Just something true. If this story is moving you the way it moved me, you're in the right place. Make sure you're subscribed to Asian Star Spotlight so you never miss an update like this one. We're just getting into it. And then, there were the fans. From every corner of the world, Portugal, the Philippines, Asia, the US, Europe, Mexico. People who have followed Shen Yue's journey for years started posting. Not with anger. Not with hate directed at anyone. Just love. Pure, protective, overwhelming love. What she needs most right now is genuine support instead of hate. You do not need to become the person others expect you to be. Simply being Shen Yue is already more than enough. And what many people didn't notice is how those words mirror almost exactly what the host said. What her studio said. What the cast around her showed through their actions. Everyone who actually knows her is saying the same thing. That's not a coincidence. That's character revealing itself under pressure. And then there's something else that's been circulating online that I think deserves a moment. Fans have been going back and watching Shen Yue's variety shows, looking at the way her male co-stars interact with her, how they look out for her, how they join in on her fun, how comfortable and genuinely happy she looks around people who choose to see her clearly. One fan described her as a real-life Shan Kai, surrounded by people who genuinely care. And for fans who have followed her since Meteor Garden, that comparison hits differently right now. Because Shan Kai was always underestimated, questioned, and always having to prove herself. And she always did. So here's where we are right now. The dust is settling, the noise is quieting, and what's left standing is something that no controversy, no hot search, no 24-hour Weibo storm could touch. A woman with a genuine heart, and a community of people around the world who see it. But there's one question that's still quietly sitting with a lot of fans right now. One that nobody has fully answered yet. Shen Yue and Dylan Wang. Almost 9 years of a friendship that fans watched grow from a drama set into something that felt real and lasting. And now, the world is quietly asking, is this the end? I don't have that answer. And I don't think anyone does right now. But I think the more important question is this. Whatever happens between them, will it change who Shen Yue has already shown herself to be? And I think you already know the answer to that one. And if you think today's video was a lot to take in, just wait for what I'm bringing you next. Let's just say, there's still so much more to this story. And I think when you see it, you're going to feel it even deeper than today. So make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on, because you really don't want to miss what's coming. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear how you're feeling about everything. And that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care, and I'll see you in my next one.